welcome back. So today we're going to be getting into the silver hive, the orange hive, the green hive and the monster white hive. So let's get into them. So last time I got into the silver hive, so 4 weeks ago I put a box on the silver hive. 2 weeks ago I checked and they had okay brood. I stole one frame for one of my failing hives. So hopefully there's a little bit of nectar in the top here. Hopefully I don't have to take the box off and hopefully the broods are going okay. So let's get into them. So there we go. Nothing. Disappointing, but nonetheless part of beekeeping, especially when out of the 30 odd days of spring so far, the first month, we've had maybe 6 days of good solid weather. So that's what happens. Anyway, we'll have a look at the bottom and see if we need to take this box off or leave it on. Lots of water in that hive on top of the brood. Second frame in, lots of brood I can see already. Lots of capped brood, so that's really nice. Lots of nectar around the outside, so that's really good as well. That puts my mind at ease a little bit. Same deal there. So a bit of nectar around there as well. Pop that one aside. Let's have a squiz at what's in this end frame. It's got some weight to it. It's possibly just the bees. Yep, just the bee weight. Bit of extra comb on there. It's not as much pollen as there was coming in this time. Last time I was here there was an enormous amount of pollen, which has probably helped with all this brood. There's a bee telling everyone else where the pollen is. There's eggs between all those cells, so that's good news, plenty of build up. And eggs in all those cells as well, not all of them, but the majority of them. So the brood's okay. Here's some nice brood. Freshly drawn out. Some larvae in amongst there. Queen cell, queen cup I should say. I think maybe I'll just leave that box on these guys. They're so far utilising all the frames, queen cups some drone brood through here. Another frame of okay brood. Got some nectar around the outside. Looks like eggs in a lot of those cells around the edge. Ugly comb, no real stores, fraction of pollen in there. And that's about it. So this hive's pretty uneventful. Stores are still a problem. There's some nectar coming in. I think I'll leave the box on the top. They're covering all the frames. So I'll pop that box on. Queen excluder first. Box on. Straight away the lid. So that was the silver hive. We'll see how those guys go over the next couple of weeks. I'm really just hanging out for this nectar to start to flow. I did think it was happening 4 weeks ago, but it's just fraught with disappointment at the moment. Anyway, so now we're going to have a look at the orange hive. So I flipped these boxes 4 weeks ago, had a look last fortnight. These are the ones that had the festooning bees in them, so let's get in, have a look. So there we go. These are the Italians. Actually, are they? Yeah, they are the Italians. So here's an update on their festooning. Pretty sure that's the frame they were doing it on. Started to build some comb. Check this outside frame. These guys have got an excluder on. It's got some weight, heaps of pollen through there. I'll earmark this one for a split. Pollen, nectar, good bee coverage. Not much happening on that side. Very light frame. Some nectar in there, you can probably pick that up. Not much happening on that side. Center frame, really nothing happening there. So I'll rip this top box off. It looks like the rest of the frames are relatively similar to that. I'll pop that one drawn comb one there. Take this top box off and we'll have a look in the bottom. Maybe this one was the one they were festooning on. So they're working away. I don't feel like it's much of an emergency with these Italians as it is with the Carniolans. The Carniolans feel like they're really struggling. Newly drawn comb. Doesn't look like any eggs in there, that's okay. It'll be the same on the other side. Pop that one in. patch of brood through the middle. Looks like some brood through there as well. More brood with lots of eggs in between. There's our queen. Can you spot her? She just disappeared. There she is there. Gone again. We'll leave her alone. We know where the queen is. Good brood. So what do you guys think? Would you rather have Italians or Carniolans in this situation? That's that frame that I stuck in after I pinched one. So they started to draw that out, if it wasn't already drawn out a little bit. And there's another one. So these guys, I can't afford to take anything out of them. Just going to leave them in there. And there's a drawn out comb. I might just bring that drawn out comb over one. Hopefully that'll get the queen over there sooner rather than later. So I'm happy to leave the top box on. Pop that festoning one back in. Squish them across. Top box, lid with insulation. That's it. Okay, so now we're going to get into the green hive. Now the green hive 2 weeks ago had really poor performance and I left them as a single. So hopefully they're building up a little bit. Let's get into them and see what happens. It looks like they've got better bee numbers than they did 2 weeks ago, or at least they've got good bee numbers, I should say. It's honey stores, looks like they're tearing open these honey stores to eat them. Same thing on this side. See here, you can see all that's torn up. Same thing on that side. Same thing on that side. I bought some pollen patties down. They got some pollen and they also got some fondant in them, so I might bring a couple of those over and put them on this hive just to build them up a little bit. Fourth small hive beetle, where is he? Gee, I'd hoped to have seen some brood by now. A bit of nectar up the top there, but no brood. Nothing on that other side. Looking for some brood. Good brood too. Eggs and larvae in between. This hive, the top of it's in the shade, so I can't give you great vision. Some chewed cappings. So we've got a queen. They're plodding along. They haven't got any food, so these guys can have one or two of those patties. I'll put two on them and see if that doesn't pick them up a bit. Any reason the brood's not going past that frame? What's on this frame? No reason. Just standard comb. It's a bit of old brood, or at least the drone brood, which takes a bit longer to hatch. She hasn't been laying there, so she's really only got 2 frames of brood in. What's this one? This was honey last time. So they're going to get a patty or 2. That'll brood them up, help them survive. Which is a bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? More brood, more food. Pop it on, go from there. So these are mainly fondant, but they've got a bit of pollen in them as well. So I'll just split that off down the side so the bees can get to it, and they can get to anything that decides to live in there. But I'll close these guys up. Disappointing nonetheless, but they're still alive. Alright, so that's the green hive, and something I just considered then is that this is the original queen from my original hives. So I just wonder whether she's just getting old. She's probably a bit over 3 years. No, maybe 3 years. I had another queen, but I gave her away to a mate because she was such an amazing hive. So we'll just have to keep an eye on these guys. And now it's time to get into the white hive. So last time I came down here, these guys were booming. They had 3 boxes of brood, and I put 2 boxes on top of them. I'm probably regretting that now, but let's get into them and see what happens. So it doesn't look like any bees up in this top box. A few sitting there doing nothing. 4th box from the bottom. Yuck. I think this comb was probably mouldy when I put it in. Doesn't look very good, does it? All these guys are doing absolutely nothing with this box or the one above. A lot of our choices in life are made on fear, and I was concerned that these guys would swarm should they not have enough room. But the nectar didn't come. I'm stacking these boxes over the back there, and I'm putting the queen excluder on. That way when I put these boxes on, which are brood boxes, on top of there, the queen won't go down into the supers. This hive's probably starving in more ways than the others. More bees. A little bit of nectar in there. Look at them, they're bringing in honey, bringing in nectar. So that's good. It's really good. Don't know where they're getting it from. You just drawn out comb. Some of the brood nest. There's eggs around here. So the queen is here somewhere. Eggs on this side as well. So still 3 frames, or sorry, so still 3 brood boxes deep. Time for a walk away. I don't mind these bees, but they can be a bit cross. So, I mean, look at that frame. That's all nectar. You know, you compare that to the other hives, it's just ballistic. You do a walk-away split, but I'm going to have 2 hives that are this cross. Look at that. It's pretty bloody good, isn't it? I feel like I have to do a walk away. Dronage. I just went and had a look at that in the sun. Amazing. Oh my god. He's, you know, look at him. You can't complain about that, can you? And they're not that angry. I mean, if you guys watch any of the other beekeepers' videos, you know there's one beekeeper in particular. And, you know, he has bees flying all around his head all day and all night. And, look, you know, they're not angry. But I've got no bees flying around my head. Like if I had to choose between having the hives I've got over there that are all, you know, they're just going rough in comparison to something like this. No, I'd rather have this one. It's the 3rd box. What's this one? All eggs? Ooh, this is the problem. This was originally a swarm. Look at the drones. Look at the nectar though. The second these guys go off, they are absolutely going to rip through those 2 boxes upstairs. I wouldn't be surprised if there's queen cells downstairs though. Look, nectar. Anyway, let's rip this box off. Have a look downstairs. So evidence that the queen was up the top. See what they give us down the bottom. Empty drawn comb. Same on that side. I'll pop that one at the back. Look at that. Brood, brood, brood. Eggs in all those cells as well. Lots and lots of drone brood. The good thing about these bees is that they tend to draw the comb right up to the edges of the frame, so as far as finding the queen cells are concerned, it's relatively easy. Nice one. Brood and eggs in between as well. Brood, and there's milk brood in between there. Next one's all brood. Starting to get a bit noisier, as you can probably tell. Drum roll, eggs and larvae. Eggs and larvae, look at that. You know, it feels like they're about to, doesn't it? Feels like they're just about to swarm. Eggs and larvae. Oh, nothing. A little bit of old brood there, but I'm surprised. Is that the first frame? No, it's the second frame I haven't found brood on. Honey stores, nectar. Look at that. Maybe these are the genetic. Oh, I must have a couple of these in my pants. Maybe these are the genetics that I need. Anyway, I'll take this box off and we'll have a look in the bottom one. Some of you might think that I should just leave these guys and not hassle them. But if there's queen cells, we're done, aren't we? Look at that, all pollen. Oh my god. That is eggs and brood. Eggs and brood through here. What's that? Like 18 frames of brood in this hive. When they swarm, remind me that I knew that there was too many bees in this hive. Wow. Oh god. Maybe I want them to swarm. eggs through here as well. Milk brood. Not a lot of drones down the bottom here. Eggs and milk brood. Milk brood over here. Drone brood. Eggs and larvae. Oh, I'm just going to shake this one off so I can look at the other side. Oh yeah, nothing untoward. Clean cup. Oh my god. I thought there was nothing in there, but there's milk brood all through the centre. You can probably see it there as well. It's pretty loud in here. Drones, more brood. Shake this one off. Nothing going on. Thought they need a little bit more smoke. Pollen. Amazing. I need to just have a think about what I want to do here.
One eternity later.
I'm going to make splits. I'm really running the gauntlet. If I leave all these bees in this hive, we've got at least 18 frames of brood. So I'm going to split. I'm going to make 4 splits. I've got some frames of honey. I've got some pollen sub. Reduce their tendency to swarm. If I take the queen, who cares? This hive will re-queen instantly. So let's get into it. I've got a frame of honey there. Good frame of brood. Another good frame of brood. And I've got 2 drawn comb. also going to shake in. Two frames for bees. So the next one, frame of honey. A little bit of brood and nectar. I'll pop that brood frame in. This one's got eggs, larvae. Pop that one straight in. Some nice nectar in this one. Give them a drawn comb. Let's give them two drawn comb. Got a bit of drone comb, bit of nectar in it. Eggs, larvae. Yo! These guys need a couple more shakes of bees. Alright, so I'm going to put these guys back together. Second brood box. Queen excluder. And one box. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? So I'll quickly show you what I've done as far as splits are concerned. So here's the new nuke yard. It's only behind the other bees, but I think it's a good spot. So for each of these nukes I've got a pollen patty. Bit of sugar in it as well. Some insulation on there as well. And I'm also going to tape these guys up. Alright guys, so that's those 3 hives all inspected, 4 splits taken off the white hive. Bit disappointing day in the bee yard today. Would have liked to have seen more coming in. But it's not the case. No swarming activity yet. Thanks for watching guys, see you on the next one.